Brought to you by Pie.
Let me get the interface up here, and we'll get Ben on the phone. Ben.
Hey, everybody.
The Donut Critic. Ben, you were a victim of the awful traffic at the point of the mountain today.
Yeah, I got in traffic. I smelled the pie, and I decided to eat all the pie before I got there.
Ben, I was looking so forward to being here for the Donut Critic Day because I've filled in on the morning show a number of times, but never on the Donut Critic Day, and I was so excited. But I get it, that traffic mess, and we should update. It sucks trying to get from Utah County into Salt Lake County. Just nasty.
Well,
I got about 2 miles in, and then I turned around because it took me like 35 minutes. But yeah.
Well, we can still talk pie, even if we can't have pie. Tell us about pie.
Well, it's pie season, obviously, because it's Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And the big reason we wanted to talk about pie right now is that you need to get your pre-orders in because these shops are selling out on their pre-orders. And if you don't get it, then you're going to be stuck with the least favorite pies right around Thanksgiving. So
you don't want to be stuck with rhubarb.
No, it's true. I mean, the most popular pies that go out around the season is, and there's a top four. Do you guys know what the top four pies would be?
Well, for Thanksgiving specifically, it's
just seasonal. Well, obviously pumpkin
pie,
which I don't care for myself.
Yeah.
So pumpkin is number one.
Yeah.
Apple,
according to most lists. Yep. Apple is number 3 according to most lists.
Okay. Peach?
Peach is not on that list.
Okay.
At least for the top 4.
Pecan.
Yes. Pecan is number 2.
Yes.
And I was surprised about this number 4. I don't genuinely eat this one. What do you think this pie is?
Mincemeat.
No, that's not on anybody's list.
It's sweet potato pie.
Sweet tater
that
pie.
Doesn't count as pie. That's a side dish as far as I'm
Sweet
concerned.
taters are a side dish, but there is a sweet potato pie, right?
Well, no, that's because Utahns do the sweet potato and then the marshmallows on top.
Yeah.
It's more of a casserole. Mm-hmm. But there is a sweet potato pie, and I think that's more nationwide. Other states do that.
Yeah, it's a different thing than what you're thinking.
Okay.
It's different, and it's actually pretty tasty.
But interesting thing enough about meat pies, Kerry, you said that it's on the list for Utah's top pie on many lists, and I don't understand that because I don't eat a lot of meat pies.
I enjoy a meat pie, not a mincemeat pie, but I enjoy a meat pie. I like a chicken pot pie or
chicken pot,
roast beef pie. I like that.
So when
go ahead.
A question about this. So you said about pumpkin pie. So when my wife makes pumpkin pie, she will not use pumpkin. She uses, and I forget what kind of squash it is, but she'll use a squash instead
of
pumpkin. And you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
No, that's true. Because you remember Baba Afghan over here, Kasim, in that restaurant there.
Yeah,
he would serve what he called pumpkin, and he pulled me aside one day because I was a regular customer. He says, "Kerry, I have to tell you, it's not pumpkin.
Yeah,
it's squash. Yeah. It's yellow. It's orange.
But
squash.
no one will eat. No one will eat it if I get.
No one will know if I tell him it's squash, but I flavor it just right.
Yeah, and like it's creamier. I don't know.
Yeah.
So where should we order our pies from, Ben?
Okay, so the pies that I was bringing in that are delicious because I really am eating them right now. It's from Grapefruit and Thyme. So Grapefruit and Thyme is a new shop. I guess new as in she just barely opened her physical location in Pleasant Grove, but she's been baking and doing pies since 2020.
Wow.
So her story is pretty cool. She started with cakes and she was going to do events, and then obviously COVID hit, and then she had to pivot into pies, which was actually a blessing in disguise because her business just boomed. She went more with the chicken pot pie and a brisket pie because people needed to eat out, and so she was trying to more or less take care of the needs of people wanting to still eat really good food but couldn't go out to restaurants.
I get it.
Yeah. And then that bolstered into all of these sweet pies. And the kinds that she has featured right now that are her most popular flavors, key lime pie.
Oh, I love a good key lime
good stuff.
Yeah.
And this one is good. I just barely took a couple bites, and it's really smooth. It's got a little bit of the tartness, the rind in there, but at the same time, it's a really smooth key lime pie. The coconut
I love a
super
good
creamy.
Yes.
And she toasts that coconut up on top, so you get some texture within that. And the crust she does, it's all hand done, and so it's super thick on the outside and just really good, thin and flaky on the inside.
Mm-hmm. And then
my favorite pie that she did was the citrus cranberry, because I feel like. Go ahead.
I was going to say, tell me about the citrus cranberry. I'm trying to picture it in my head, and I can't quite get it.
So think of the consistency of what a key lime pie looks like. So kind of like a custardy type, but it's berry and citrus. And the thing that I love about this is it's really got a good tartness to it. Ooh. So most fruit pies in Utah are just so over sugared. And so you take a little slice of cherry pie, blueberry pie, and you just get so much sugar. This
and
is
what's wrong with that?
It's true. I mean, it depends on the size of the sliver. But this one, you can take a big slice because it's got that tartness to it.
And then she does a wonderful pecan pie, I imagine.
Yep, and packs it full of pecans. You can go on her site, Grapefruit and Thyme, which is THYME, so grapefruitandthyme.com, and you can see pictures of those, and you can see her pecan pie just is flowing with pecans, and it's something that you definitely will want to pre-order.
I'm looking at the key lime right now. It looks amazing.
They all look great. Yeah, I'm on the website too. And I see something on here that's interesting. There is a turkey dinner pie. It's on this web. It's like turkey and stuffing and carrots and
I need that
inside. So like a chicken pot pie, but it's a turkey dinner.
So she still does the meat pie. She does chicken pot and brisket pie, and those do well for her. But she's now doing the dessert pies, and her business is just shot through the roof, I guess, huh?
Yep, booming. Yeah, so she started down in the Springville area just out of her own kitchen, and then went to a commissary kitchen in Springville, and then it's just grown and grown to the point where she knew she needed her own location, and so she opened it up in Pleasant Grove. But the meat pies are amazing. Yes, I say if you don't want to go into the family drama for Thanksgiving dinner, grab one of these meat pies, cook it by yourself, and
sounds good. Well, does she do a walnut pie? People are asking a walnut pie.
I'll have to look to see. I have not tried a walnut pie from her, but she might be willing, because go to her site. Yeah.
It's Grapefruit and Thyme in Pleasant Grove. Well,
and check out the Donut Critic on social media, Instagram, and he's everywhere, and we'll keep you updated on special treats.
I'm looking at the Thanksgiving pie. Oh, Ben, we got to have that, man. All right.
Okay. I'll bring it next time.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Ben.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you all.
Talk to you next time. All right.